We've come up to the grandstand. We're halfway up. We were trying to get to the commentary box to talk to Charlie Lambert from Radio TT, but we're locked out. Never mind. We're here anyway on a very miserable non-race day, thank goodness. How's it been this year? Anyway, that's the main thing.
Well, it's been pretty good, really. I think the racing's been fantastic. Things have happened more or less on the days when we expected them to. Obviously, there've been a few delays, but I think the organisers have done a fantastic job actually to keep things ticking over. And from our point of view, touch wood, things have gone well.
Well, it's 9 years you've been doing the commentary on the radio here, and you've probably seen the difference and the change to the whole event. Which way is it going?
Oh, I think it's going in the right direction. There's no question about that. It's strange when I think back to the first year I did the commentary, which was back in 2004. At the time, everybody was just talking about whether the TT could limp on long enough to get to the centenary in 2007. But I think the centenary proved to be not the end of the affair, but a kind of a launching pad into a new era, because ever since then, people have realised worldwide what a fantastic event it is. And I think one of the great things has been the change in philosophy, in that I don't think people feel they have to defend the TT anymore. Actually, people are really proud of what it is. They're proud of the fact that it's something which isn't scared of taking risks, where human beings are actually allowed to push themselves to the limit. There's no sort of plastic risk-taking here. The risks are real here. And why not? If people want to do it, and they're brave enough to do it, then let them do it. That's what being a human being is all about. And I think people are quite happy to state that now, and they've gained a lot of respect for it.
And for you personally, do you get a lot out of this still?
Oh, fantastic! It's the highlight of the year. I mean, I keep tabs on what's going on all the year round. I don't live on the Isle of Man, but I keep very, very close scrutiny of what's going on here. I follow the fortunes of the riders 12 months of the year, so I'm reasonably up to speed with what they're all doing. It is the most fantastic broadcasting challenge because, I mean, as a commentator, the first thing you learn as a commentator is, well, you describe what's going on in front of you. That's all the job entails. But here, of course, it doesn't, because most of the time there's nothing happening in front of you. It's just an empty road. So I think the task here is very specialised. It's very different. It took a little bit of learning. I'm the first to admit that. But I think the whole team has settled into a groove, and we all know what we're doing. And the feedback we get from people is really positive. And of course that's a buzz in itself.
And now, of course, it's available 365, as they say, this new TT venture.
It is, yeah. And that's incredible. But I think that's great because that's exactly what Manx Radio needs to do. They've got a fantastic product in Radio TT, so why not make the most of it? They've got all this wonderful stuff in the archives, which has just been sitting there for so long. But now they can bring it out, and people can access it 12 months of the year. And we all know how loyal TT fans are, and how voracious their appetite is. People want to be getting involved with the TT and reliving the great moments all the time, and it's great to be part of that. Actually, I love being involved in something where there's a bit of groundbreaking going on, and that's what's happening now with TT365.com. It is groundbreaking. I suppose when you stop to think about it, you think, oh my goodness me, these commentaries are mine. Basically, they're there for people to scrutinise, and you think about some of the mistakes that you make, when you're live and everything's happening in a bit of a rush. They're not actually intended to be scrutinised forensically months afterwards, but what the heck, it doesn't matter, does it?
And 10 years obviously next year, but will you be here for the 20th and so on? You see yourself coming back forever?
I think Father Time's going to catch up with me at some stage, isn't he? But I'm very happy. I mean, I love doing the job. I hope to carry on doing it for a while yet. Every race is a challenge. Every day is a challenge. The great thing about this is that you just don't know. I mean, I do a lot of football coverage, and a game's going to start at 3 o'clock and it's going to end before 5. But here, you have no idea. You've got no idea how long you're going to have to keep talking for, how many times you're going to have to think of something new to say, whether you're going to get the details right. You are put on the spot in this job, as you are in very, very few other sports commentary situations. That's my challenge. The riders have their challenge. This is my challenge. It's obviously a feeble one compared to with what they take on. But in my profession, it is a great challenge and something which I look forward to every year.